Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this beautiful iMac that I got for Christmas. I waited a couple of days just because I needed to get a desk. I needed to have it all set up because I really didn't have a place to put my computer. I have a laptop already that I have been using, but I've wanted the desktop for quite some time, and even though I told Travis not to get it, I didn't have a place to put it. I didn't have anything. I had a chair. That was his chair that I really didn't like. So we ended up going to the store the day after Christmas, and we got a desk. So today I'm finally able to open this bad boy up and see what it can do. So stay tuned for the unboxing. Okay guys, so first let's start with the outside of the box. It is super pretty. It honestly just looks the way the computer looks. The handle on the actual box itself, it's like a thick fabric, and I think they made it that way, so like that you can carry it and not have to worry about the strap breaking. The outside of the box, like I said, looks exactly the way the computer looks. The back of it looks just like that. The sides look the same way, and the front looks exactly the way it's going to look when I open it, which I thought was pretty cool. I think it's like true to size, so like the size of the screen on the front, the back, and the sides I think are like the actual size of the actual computer. Here there's a pull tab, and this is how you open the box. I honestly think that this is the easiest I've ever opened any sort of box. I didn't have to get any scissors, I didn't have to get a razor. All you have to do is pull on the tab and it just comes off super easily, and the box is ready for you to open. Okay, so at this point, I'm just trying to figure out how to open this box. But I feel like I'm so excited that I'm just like, all right, come on, hurry up and open. So as you can see, where it says hello, that is actually the front of the screen, which I was like, oh, there's like no extra padding in here. There is no bubble wrap. There is literally a box, the computer, and the accessories. But I did realize that up at the top, you see this box here, I think this is what provided like the padding for the screen, which, I mean, if you think about it, I guess is cool because there isn't bubble wrap, there isn't like all this extra stuff that, you know, you have to unravel, unpack, and then throw away. I will say I am keeping the box so that when we move, I can just put everything in there and just, I guess, be extra careful with it, you know, because this is not like, it's not the most expensive computer, but obviously I wouldn't want anything to happen to it. So the arrows on either side of the box essentially means that I should have pulled each side like at the same time, and then it would have opened a little easier, but I pulled one side and then the bottom, but you know, whatever, it worked fine. The box opened, it didn't rip. It doesn't matter. As long as you get the computer out of it safely, then you're good. But I will say, I was worried that the screen, there was going to be an issue. I was worried it was going to be cracked or just like there was going to be an issue because it came from such a long way. When Travis was tracking it, it said that it went from, like, once he placed the order, it went from China to the States, and from the States, then it came to Puerto Rico. So I was just really worried that, you know, because it's traveling such a long way, that something was gonna happen to it. But I can say I am so thankful that nothing happened to it. So here, as you can see, when I open it, is where all the accessories are. So your keyboard, your cord for the outlet, your mouse, everything is in here right under the monitor. That's so funny. Did you guys catch that? I totally said monitor. It's honestly the whole thing. It's just the computer itself. There is no monitor and like separate, what is it, like tower? I think that's what it was. That's not a thing anymore, but I'm so used to it just like having a monitor separate from like your tower. I'm just old, but I mean, I guess I can say the monitor, but it's honestly, that's the whole computer, is just like that screen. So here I'm just unpacking all the accessories just so I can go and set up the computer on the desk.
Into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. Like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
Let's just do what you
All right, so get ready to see me be like super confused, just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to plug in the power cord. I mean, I didn't look at any pictures. I don't know if that little like booklet that I was showing you guys had any pictures on where to plug it in, but I'm like, let me just figure this out. I honestly don't like ever read instructions or manuals or anything like that, which I mean, I know they can be helpful, but sometimes I just don't have patience. So I was literally just like, all right, where am I supposed to plug this in? But anyways, I found it and that's what matters.
never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it.
So now I'm just unwrapping the power cord, and this is the part that goes into the block, and that part goes into the wall. That part goes into the computer, and that's the big block. So you just have to put that first part that I showed you in there. What's next to that part that I put into the block is an open space for an Ethernet cord. So basically, I guess, you know, if you need to, I'm assuming it's only for Ethernet, then I'm sorry guys, if you hear the background noise, that is fireworks. People are still doing that, so here we are. But yeah, if you need to connect like to your modem, then that's the part you would use. So here, that little red circular one that I showed you, I'm connecting to the back of the computer. I just want to show you guys that it does have like a sticky section, like basically like a peel off, and it has an arrow. And essentially that tells you that you have to pull down. So the arrow just points down, and then you just pull it down and then stick the cord in. I had to put the camera down because I couldn't pull it off and then stick the cord in there with one hand, because all it was doing, it was just pushing the computer forward which is why I was like, you know what? Let me just sit this bad boy down. So now I'm looking to see where exactly I need to connect the keyboard, which is funny because as I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, I thought that this was wireless. But anyways, I connected it and come to find out you do have the option to have it wireless or have it wired. I chose to have it wireless, but with the cord, what I do is I leave it in the lightning bolt, like in the little slot. And so when I need to charge my phone, it charges it super freaking fast. So that's one thing I do recommend, is just keeping that cord plugged in and just use it if you need to charge your phone, if you need to charge your AirPods, because honestly, it just charges a dead phone in like 30 minutes. And I will say, I'm that type of person that watches those like satisfying videos where you're like popping pimples or clearing somebody's face or cleaning somebody's toes, and that's just me. Like the littlest things satisfy me. So I will say that pulling off like the tape that was on the back and like the hello sticker that's on the front is honestly the most satisfying thing. And it was kind of annoying me that there were bubbles on like that large sticker sheet that was covering the screen. There was like a few bubbles on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, honestly, I either wanted to smooth it out, but I'm just like, what's the point, because I'm gonna take this off anyways. But honestly, it was just so satisfying peeling that off. So once the screen loads and it comes up, essentially it tells you to turn on your mouse. So right now you just see me flipping the switch. When it's green, that means that it's on. And then it's gonna have you just kind of go through the prompts, and eventually it's gonna have you connect the keyboard, and you're gonna also have to turn that on, and that's just flipping a switch and making sure that it's on green. So that essentially tells you that your keyboard is on, and the keyboard does not need any batteries. If you can see, the screen basically just says hello in, I don't know, like a ton of different languages. I don't know, I don't think that you have to wait for English to come up for you to hit whatever like the little arrow is at the bottom, because once I did that, there was like a, not a drop down, but there was like a box, if you see that box there, that essentially has all the different languages again, and then you get to choose which one, if you want English, Spanish, I don't know, French. It just has a ton of different options. So here, as you can see, it has me essentially like asking me, do I want a wireless keyboard or do I want it wired? I disconnected it because I want to use it wireless, because why not, right? So after you pair your mouse and you pair your keyboard, it's gonna have you select your country, your region, if you have any accessibility that you need, and then it's gonna have you transfer your information if you have another iMac or if you have a MacBook. It's gonna have you just follow the prompts, and essentially you're just gonna have all your information from your MacBook or whatever other device you have transferred onto your iMac or from another iMac to your new iMac. Um, and it's honestly the simplest thing I've ever done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. See you in the next one.